Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. Now Dion Lewis to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
Here's Jones off the play fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. First time we get to see this Baltimore offense here, and feast your eyes on the Madden cover man, Lamar Jackson, taking the field, ready to lead them at quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
4-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Nothing.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And less than a yard.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Gallman will run it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
29-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Gallman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Wayne Gallman, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. This is Gallman. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones, and it's caught. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
4-yard gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones able to connect with Sterling Shepard as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
What's the deal, y'all?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones fighting to stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
A loss of 6 yards.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Gallman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, this will be caught at about the 5. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Lewis. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target.
3rd down here. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On third down, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
48 for Mike. Touchdown.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24, Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Ravens 10, Giants 7.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the play fake. Jones letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 14-10, 35 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
To throw. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Jackson to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He may try and run for this. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.